Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. To the ground with the bat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pulls it in, it's Brown. At the 35, he's open. He got loose, almost housed him, finally dragged down at the 32. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now on the option. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Marshall quick to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Marshall will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room. It's McClure. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get out.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Going right to work up top. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Wide open downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Marshall quick to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. You're not going to get a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got some room to run. Marshall quick to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The 12th man on and standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. The play action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Marshall will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Landry. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the ground, it's Blue. Spins away from the defender. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Defense showing blitz here. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Marshall quick to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To throw, it's Landry. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Hand off from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And this offense has been a story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Marshall quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Rush is on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. To the air, it's Landry. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you...
Turning it on! Inside the touchdown, Aggie! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Blue. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to throw, it's Landry. Hit as he throws. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the move, it's McClure. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Shoots it to the left. And he will score! Touchdown, Aggie! Getting set for the point after. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose. 'Loose. 'Loose for the big play. 'Loose. 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 '
busted coverage.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball